quasi akiba.
Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Assalatu wassalam ala Rasulihil Kareem. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Allah tells us in the Quran, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, O you who believe, stand out firmly for justice as witnesses to Allah, even as against yourselves or your parents or your kin, whether it be rich or poor, for Allah can best protect both. Do not follow the lust lest you swerve, and if you distort or decline to do justice, verily Allah is well acquainted with what you do. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Allah also tells us, help one another in righteousness and piety, but do not help one another in sin and rancor. After 22 days of this genocide which we see in Palestine, we note that there are not many people who are willing to speak out. There's this fear of criticizing Israel. So there's a depth of silence all around. As part of the planning, as part of the activities of this group that got together to ensure that this message reached the people of Trinidad and Tobago and hopefully the Caribbean region, we have penned a letter to the politicians in the Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago, the members of Parliament who are senators and elected representatives. And we want to give you the gist of this letter, which we want to present next week to all these politicians. The Muslim community in Trinidad and Tobago stands horrified at the wanton brutality that is being perpetrated on the people of Palestine in the Gaza Strip. There can be no excuse for the slaughter of human beings, 1/3 of them being women and children. This is an unprecedented phenomenon in modern history, in the full view of the world, even though to date international correspondents have been barred from the actual scene of the massacre. The Muslim community calls on you, our political authorities in this society which is committed to fairness and righteousness, to raise your voice in the defense of the weak and oppressed in Gaza and the wider region of Palestine. The Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, a nation known for its integrity and fair play, can be a beacon of understanding and peace between nations and people. Courage and good sense are needed in this instance, since speaking out will have serious implications. However, standing for justice is the hallmark of those who are the best of humanity. Please show yourself to be a supporter of justice. And here ends the letter. However, one of the points we need to make is that Hamas has been branded a terrorist organization. And those who have supported Hamas have been considered aiding and abetting terrorism. In this present scenario, where we have people who have no food, no fuel, electricity is cut off, and all the amenities to life, clean flowing water, all these things are cut off. How can one suggest that if the people of Palestine are aided